everybody, and welcome back to the newest episode of Movie Mama. My name is Trisha. This is Rachel. Hi, everybody. Today's movie that we will be reviewing is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I love this movie. The theme of this show is my movies that I love. Who would have thunk it?
Crazy.
I think this movie has so much to offer. I think they could have put so much more into it. They probably just ran out of time and money. It was released in 2005 by some guy named Garth Jennings. He's the director. And the narrator of it is Stephen Fry, who is an amazing actor. If you saw his face, you would know exactly who he is. Okay. The cast in this movie is also really great. Martin Freeman is our main character. He plays Arthur Dent. And then it has Sam Rockwell's in it, who is an amazing character as well. He plays Zaphod Beetlebrox, who is the president of the universe, and he's a moron. He's so funny. And then Zooey Deschanel, John Malkovich, and Mos Def. Come on, people. Mos Def is so great in this movie as well. I love that he's in this movie, and he plays such a kind of dorky role. It's so great. So basically, Arthur Dent is a weenie, I think is the best way to describe him. He is such a come on, man. And his house is being destroyed, but what he's most upset about is that he met some girl at a bar at a party, and he couldn't close the deal. Basically, Sam Rockwell shows up and is like, "Hey, you want to see my spaceship?" And she's like, "Sure do." And off she goes. And then they start this crazy adventure. Mos Def is played. I will edit this. Mm-hmm. Mos Def plays a character called Ford Perfect, and basically his job is he writes this book called The Hitchhiker's Guidebook, and the front of the cover says something called Don't Panic, and basically he just writes whatever he finds out in the galaxy. Towels are really important to him. Mm-hmm. That's covered in the movie. They'll explain that. Yeah. And they travel in this machine that is called an improbability machine. So basically what it does is it finds the probability or the likelihood that something could happen, and then it calculates the math and then makes it happen. That's amazing. And they travel throughout the galaxy. It's a whole science thing that I don't understand.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Professionalism. We're here for you. But it's awesome. What did you think? You haven't told me at all what you thought about this movie.
Okay, so I like this movie. I have seen snippets of it, just in life. And the number 42, I've seen that and I know it's been referenced to the movie, but now I actually understand everything put together, and it's so interesting. And while it's ridiculous, and as you guys know, I'm not a fan of the total ridiculous movies.
It's really dumb.
But it's also really interesting, and the story is so funny, and the characters are really great. A lot of them are weenies or they're douchebags, but that's kind of the point. And I think all around, this is definitely a good movie that you have to at least see once. And I will probably see it again sometime in the future.
Okay, that's good.
So, there you go.
I think for family night, this is a great movie.
Yeah.
I think this would be a great choice if you guys don't know what to watch. I don't think it's free anywhere. I do think that you have to rent it. So probably, again, YouTube has it for $4. I purchased it on Prime for $10. So I love it, so I bought it. I think the other thing that's notable, if you like a kid who reads and they don't have anything to munch on right now, there are several books. They were written in the 70s by a man named Douglas Adams. That's what this is based off of. These books are hilarious. These books go into a lot more detail, as usually they do, about the dolphins and why they were so important and what they were trying to tell us the whole time. And there's several different, it talks about the restaurant at the end of the galaxy. That's the next book.
Yeah.
So they don't go into that in the movie. So if you have a reader at home, this is a great series for them to get into. It's very witty. It's very English. A lot of really dry humor.
Yeah.
But I think it's super appropriate. There's no, real, sexy stuff. There's not really violence. I don't know if it's really super appropriate for little kids because there are some kind of monster-y type aliens in it. But I think probably 6, 7, they could probably get a real big kick out of this movie. And then if you wanted to read the book as a family, I think that's a great way to spend some time, especially since we all have so much of it right now. The really great thing about this, too, is this book has influenced so much of sci-fi as how we see it today. Betelgeuse is a galaxy somewhere in space.
Science.
And they reference it, and that's where Beetlejuice, hopefully it doesn't show up. We should put that on our list.
No.
It's such a good movie. I love that movie.
Of course you do.
But that's where they get the name from. Obviously, it's from the galaxy, but he influenced so much of this. This came out in like the 1975-ish. Research. You're welcome. Somewhere around there, but I think it came out before Star Wars. I think it came out before even maybe Flash Gordon, the book, not the movie. So, you know, it's definitely kind of cool to see how so much of this has influenced how sci-fi works today. So, I think it's great. I love this concept. I mean, what do you think the moral of the story was?
See, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Like, you know, everyone has their own different opinions, and that's kind of how art works anyways, and I get that. For me, though, I think it is the fact that there's so much out there, and we are such a small part of it. And just to explore and to be curious and just go for things, not be a weenie. Like,
that's what
like
I was
Arthur.
gonna say. Yeah, no, he's such a weenie. Like,
Yeah.
he can't take. He overthinks everything. He's indecisive, you know, and he misses opportunities because he doesn't take a chance on things that he wants, you know, and he's worried about. There's a great line in it. Now, spoiler, if you didn't know, you should have known already, but there's a great line where they are activating the improbability machine, and when they have normalcy, they make a big announcement. Oh, we have normalcy. And so the computer, which is like, we have to talk about that too.
Okay.
The computer's like, oh, we have normalcy. He's like a super happy guy.
Yeah.
And then one of the characters goes, what's normal? Or we could talk about normal till the cows come home. And then the character goes, what's normal? And then someone's like, what's home? And then the guy, what are cows?
Yeah.
I love that.
That was great.
But I like a movie where there's not like this super redeeming, you know, saint-like character. Everybody's got issues. The character Zooey Deschanel plays Trisha. She's a
cool.
jerk. No, I think she's
cool.
a jerk. I'm mad. Because she's like hanging out with this nice guy at a party, and this other dude shows up, and she's like,
She knows what she wants.
bye.
She wants to explore the universe, the galaxies.
I know, but like come on. That's kind of like a crap move.
But like, she wasn't committed to this guy who you just met.
Fair.
But anyways, she has your name, so let's think about
she does have my name. No, the best character, the most loved character is Marvin, the robot.
The robot.
He's got people personality. They put a people personality when he's so depressed. And it's hilarious because, again, we're talking about English humor. So it's definitely very, you know, whatever. But, you know, he has so many great lines. And he's like, I have a genuine people personality. You can tell, can't you? And then the doors are ridiculous.
Oh my
Because
God.
every time they walk through the doors, they go,
Yeah, they do a happy sigh.
and I'm like, okay, that's inappropriate.
That's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
And it's very British, too.
It's super British. And the computer for the spaceship, it talks to them. It's like, hello, everybody. 2 nuclear missiles are headed your way. And it's like, do something. Got it. And puts out like a control so that they can fly the ship. And he's like, good luck. And just...
Yeah.
It's great. I spoiled the movie for you. I'm sorry.
No, there's so much more.
There's so much more. You have to watch it. You'll find out what 42 means. It's really important if you don't already know. And if you don't already know, read the books. I mean, if you have the time. I used to own the first one, and as many things in my life, it's gone missing. But I read it once. It's a big read, but it's definitely funny. It's definitely worth it. It keeps your attention. So I think overall the ideas behind it are so great. Yeah, and I mean, any movie that has Mos Def, I'm going to watch just because I love him. So a big shocker again. But yeah, no, it's super great. Best line besides the ones that Marvin, when the improbability machine turns them into sofas, he goes, Ford, yeah, I think I'm a sofa. Ah, and they're literally sofas talking. It's awesome. You will find out why if you watch the movie. So, okay, cool. Well,
Yeah, cool.
I think that's this episode for Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're all being good. Clean your room. Don't join any gangs. All right? We'll see you next time.
Bye.